Receive warm greetings from this JFC Army and welcome to the second edition of JFC News. Coming up on today's newscast, excitement is building within the JFC Army as preparation intensifies for a historic double milestone. It is first anniversary celebration coming up on January 17, 2026 in Douala, and the remarkable achievement of raising over 52 million CFA francs through collective efforts alone. Equally, on today's edition, we will take a closer look at what the JFC Army stands for, how it operates, the significance of its growing financial power, and the activities uniting hundreds of members at its weekly fellowship gathering, where leadership, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy take center stage. Stay with us. At the central microphone for presentation in Douala, call me 𝐷𝐉𝐅𝐂 𝐀𝐫𝐦𝐲. The news in full. On today's edition of JFC News, we turn our focus to the structural representation of the JFC Army, an organization that has continued to spark curiosity with its unique military style identity. So, what exactly is JFC Army? Why is it called an army? And how does it operate? Our reporter, Sergeant 𝐉𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 tells us more.
The JFC Army is a rebirth of the VIP winners community founded by John Etta. Its military representation is intentional and symbolic. According to its leadership, life itself is a war front, one that determines alertness, discipline, consistency, and action. Members, known as JFC soldiers, are encouraged to think, move, and grow with the mindset of soldiers on a mission. Just like a military institution, the JFC Army operates with a clear hierarchical structure designed to ensure order, accountability, and effective execution of its goals. At the top is the general, who provides overall vision and direction. Supporting the general are colonels, responsible for strategy and coordination. Majors handle operational execution and special assignments, while captains lead subgroups and manage soldiers directly. Sergeants support captains, enforce discipline, and mobilize members, and champions serve as frontline ambassadors, leading by example through consistency and commitment. Leadership within the JFC Army is not automatic, permanent, or based on entitlement. Soldiers who feel called to serve may express interest, but selection is based strictly on character, discipline, consistency, alignment with vision, and performance. All leadership roles are mission-based and may change as the needs of the Army evolved. Importantly, JFC leaders are not paid. Leadership is voluntary and viewed as an act of service rather than a position of privilege. There are no salaries or financial benefits, only personal growth, leadership, experience, and the development of skills that translate into real-life success. And leadership does not mean superiority. Every JFC soldier is equal in value. Leaders exist to serve, guide, and support, not to dominate. The message from the JFC leadership is clear. The Army is built on unity, service, and shared responsibility. And leadership remains open to every soldier willing to grow and carry the vision with integrity. With honor and discipline, this is the JFC Army. Sergeant 𝐉𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 reporting.
Away from that, Excitement is building in the JFC Army ahead of its first anniversary celebration on January 17, 2026 in Douala, with special activities and major revolution promised by General John Etta. The event is shaping up to be a strong statement of unity and progress. Captain 𝐕𝐅𝐂 reports.
Excitement is growing within the JFC Army as preparations continue for the community's first anniversary celebration, scheduled for the 17th of January 2026 in Douala. The event will mark an important milestone for the JFC Army, celebrating how far the community has come through unity, discipline, and teamwork. Since its formation, the Army has grown into a strong and organized family. And this anniversary will be a moment to reflect on that journey and look ahead to what lies next. According to the organizing committee, the celebration will include potential activities, the recognition of outstanding members, review of major activities, and the official welcoming of JFC soldiers. Beyond celebration, the goal is to inspire members by reminding everyone of the power of shared vision and collective effort. The General of the Army, John Etta, has also hinted an important announcement that will be made on that day. News expected to further strengthen and energize the community. As the date approaches, members at all levels are actively contributing to ensure the event is well organized and meaningful. The teamwork, the dedication being shown reflects the values of the JFC Army. January 17, 2026 promised to be more than just an anniversary. It will be a celebration of growth, purpose, and unity. I have been Captain 𝐕𝐅𝐂.
To more exciting news, the JFC Army is marking a major breakthrough after raising over 52 million CFA francs, a historic milestone powered entirely by unity and community efforts. With the launch of the JFC Investment Consultation, soldiers are now being called to decide together how their collective capital will shape the future of the Army. Here is more on this defining moment of growth, discipline, and shared vision by our reporter, Sergeant Calvin.
The JFC Army has reached a historic financial milestone, proving the power of unity and community-driven growth. The association has successfully raised over 52 million francs CFA, marking a major turning point in its journey. This collective capital, raised entirely by members known as JFC soldiers, is being hailed as a bold example of what organized community funding can achieve when vision meets discipline. Announcing the milestone, the General of the JFC Army, John Etta, congratulated members and officially opened what he calls the JFC Investment Consultation, a democratic process that invites every soldier to help decide how the funds will be invested. According to the General Etta, the capital belongs to the Army as a whole and must be managed through transparent and collective decision-making. Members have been encouraged to freely submit ideas with no proposal considered too small. Already, several strategic investment options are emerging. These include real estate development, importation of goods from China, and the launch of an intercity transport bus service. Projects seen as capable of generating sustainable income for the association. The General also revealed that on January 17, 2026, the JFC Army will celebrate another landmark achievement, reaching 1,000 registered soldiers, further strengthening its economic and organizational base. Once proposals are gathered, the leadership will shortlist the two most popular ideas and subject them to a vote, allowing members to collectively choose the future investment direction. As collaboration intensifies, optimism is high that this first capital raise will not be the last. Members say that the goal is not just to invest wisely, but to grow stronger together and raise even more funds in the future. The message from leadership is clear. This is your capital, your voice matters, and together the future is built one decision at a time. Let's go.
Away from that, Monday is here. Every Monday at 9 p.m., the JFC Army comes together for its powerful weekly fellowship uniting hundreds of soldiers across Cameroon and the diaspora for inspiration, leadership, and growth. This Monday, December 15, the fellowship will feature special guests, Mr. Leonard Wiryu, also known as Leo Inspires, a Cameroonian entrepreneur based in the United Arab Emirates, speaking on innovation and creative entrepreneurship. Before we conclude today's edition of JFC News, an important update has just reached our newsroom. The JFC leadership has officially released a statement following the business investment consultation held on Saturday, a consultation that is now shaping the next phase of the Army's collective financial journey. In the statement, the General of the JFC Army, John Etta, commended JFC soldiers for their strong participation and sense of responsibility. Out of 437 registered soldiers, the consultation recorded 59 carefully considered business proposals, a turnout the leadership described as clear evidence of ownership, mutuality, and growing financial consciousness within the Army. According to the result release, real estate emerged as the most frequently proposed investment idea. It was followed closely by transportation, importation, and agriculture, while other suggestions included cleaning services, schools, financial institutions, car maintenance, building materials, and health-related businesses. However, in a decisive and strategic move, the leadership announced that real estate will not be selected for the Army's first 52 million CFA francs collective investment, despite its popularity. General John Etta explained that the JFC ecosystem already benefits from a strong real estate partnership through the 1% Club Limited, which provides individual soldiers access to land ownership. More importantly, leadership emphasized that at this stage of growth, the Army must prioritize investment that generate regular cash flow, ensure liquidity, and support continuous reinvestment, something real estate does not immediately provide. As a result, 3 business sectors have now advanced to the next stage of consultation: transportation, importation, and agriculture. These options are seen as strategic, scalable, and capable of creating jobs while delivering consistent income. The next step will be a financial voting process where all JFC soldiers will be called upon to choose one of these 3 options, setting the direction for the Army's first major collective business venture. The leadership's message is clear. This capital belongs to the soldiers. The decision belongs to the soldiers, and the future will be shaped collectively. We will be bringing you the voting results and what lies ahead in our subsequent edition. For now, stay tuned. It is with that juicy updates, JFC Army, that we draw the curtains on today's edition of JFC News. Contributions came in from Captain Fai Raisa, Sergeant Fonlon Zelanyoy Nuri, and Sergeant Calvin. Moral support came in from General John Etta. Meanwhile, at the central microphone for presentation in Douala, call me Betrain Shin Tumyoy. Take the rendezvous for our next edition of the news. And remember, in JFC, personal development is the objective and wealth creation is the goal. Have a blessed week.